Now things should be up and running. Hi, he said to no one at all, because this is the first live stream ever. But as I said, I'm gonna do some live streams. I think I'm gonna do some live streams as well. Today I'm sitting down with button boxes, these kind of things. I'm looking over here every now and then because I'm checking if the stream actually works, because this is the first time and this is basically a tryout. But if someone happens to show up, you're most welcome to join me. Let's see, share. I should also share this too, like somewhere. Right, everything will be set up in 30 seconds or so. As you probably know, if you've seen anything of what I've been doing, you know where I'm building a spaceship cockpit, and this of course is part of that build. I want to be using these super simple USB joystick interfaces. So this is basically just a USB joystick without any of the buttons or joysticks on it. I connect buttons here, I connect the USB port here, and then I can plug those buttons into whatever I want. So, like this. And the idea today is to plug them into these to make some kind of heavy equipment thingy. And I have several of these. I'm plugging them with these wires, and that way I can just switch them around and choose whichever I want, and I can well, I have 12 buttons here and 4 that I could potentially use. So I can plug in like 2 or 3 of these wires, and then I decide what I want to do with them afterwards. So I will just, today I'm soldering on this. Hey Jonas, nice to see someone actually showed up when I sent that comment on Facebook. So as I said, this is mostly mostly me playing around and trying out a bit of Facebook or a bit of YouTube streaming, but hopefully having a bit of fun as well, and diving into some game design and engagement questions, and hopefully we can have a bit of fun, and you don't get too bored. This will turn into something bigger later, but for now it's a simple stream. It's mostly me learning to stream, and hopefully getting a bit of comments in that Facebook chat. That one. I need my soldering station. It's over here somewhere. Oh. And if you haven't seen them, this is kind of how the controllers usually look. And this one is using an Arduino instead. So this is not connected to one of those. But that's because I have a bit of programming involved. So things happen when things are connected to each other and switched on together and things like that. So this is more of what the controllers usually look like. This one will be more about trying things out. Should I have some kind of background music? Is that the professional way of doing these kind of streams? What do you say, Jonas? Should I have some kind of background music? It will not be for this one, but it will be later. Yeah, I think me being in the background, that way you're not alone. And I think it's the same for me, actually. Now I'm not alone. Now someone is here, and it's much easier to focus on stuff. So yeah, see it as a discussion. That's actually what it is, much more than something else. Hang on, I need to run and fix a couple of things with the soldering iron. So right now I don't have a video camera recording the spaceship, which is over there. But I will have to run over there every now and then and check things. For now, for example, I need to check exactly when I'm going to plug things in, and that way I need to decide how long the wires are going to be. And the answer is I don't know. But we'll solve it. Let's see, I'm going to open. Okay, there's quite a few windows open here. I did have the numbering of those. So I guess the first thing I need to figure out is which one is a ground. Or I mean, I can choose, but let's keep it to the standard. And if you know, just send it in the chat. Otherwise, I will have to figure out where because I do have that information somewhere. And here's where we should have a bit of background music, I think, for next time. There's gonna be a lot of for next time. See if I can find it. Starting to check. Okay, now you're looking at me Googling. I'm sorry about that. But at least you don't have to do it yourselves. Always something. I think GX16 is the name of them, and this is a 6-pin version. Okay, this wasn't obvious. All right. There's of course another way of doing this. I will just have to measure which one is the black one. Should have thought about that from the beginning. check the red one as well. Why is he doing it upside down? Because I'm left-handed. Seven playbacks. Someone is actually there. Nice. Thank you. But there's just pixel juice in the chat. That's at least something. Let's see. Ground wire. See if I can get this one in there. And there it is. Number 2. Yep, number 2. Wonder if that means that the red one is intended for power and to be number 1. Off. Let's see, red wire. My guess is it's here. Yep. So the red one is 1. And the black one is 2. Really note this down. And then let's check the other ones. Since I'm already doing this, let's go through all of them. So if you're not doing these kind of things yourself, this is kind of how tedious they can be. So it takes forever to start, but once you get up and running, then it's usually a bit faster. Because then I can guess that it's going to be the same on everything else. So unless I'm in really bad luck, they should have connected everything in the same way for everything at least. So I'm just going to check this wire. I'm not going to check all the other ones. The orange one is connected to five. This is probably documented somewhere, but it's actually faster to do it this way, I think, than to find all that documentation. Hi Frida. Hi Byron. So I'm making a button box for, well, as most people are aware, I'm building a big spaceship. It's just outside of the picture. It's over there. For that one, I'm making a lot of button boxes with buttons and switches. And now I'm trying out one of these cards. So this is a small USB joystick. So it's basically a joystick without the actual buttons or joystick on it. It's just a board, and then I plug in my wires here. And the plan is to make an adaptable joystick. So I'm gonna plug in these connectors. Did I lose focus? I'm gonna try to get better focus. And now we should be in focus again. So I'm making these so that I can plug in. But basically I can use these connectors to plug in whatever I want here. And what I want to plug in are these buttons for heavy equipment. So then this is 2 buttons, and then I have 6 more buttons over here. So this is probably going to be the most cumbersome joystick you have ever seen. Maybe I should use it for playing Super Mario Bros. Or something like that afterwards. But right now I'm trying to figure out which wire is connected to which of these. Let's see. Was that an answer, by the way? Or do you understand what I'm making? Or is it still a mess? Three, 4, 5, 6. Ah, there it is. Number 6. It's the middle one. And this is number 6 then. Ah! 2 more. 1, 2, 5, and 6. So 3 and 4 are here. Yellow one should be. Let's just say I will not be able to finish this by the end of this stream. This is number 3. That should make this number 4. Let's just double check so that I didn't mess up somewhere. Yep, that's number 4. Whew. So when I plug a button in here, if I connect these two, I mean, I could put a button there, but I'm not going to do that now. Or, for pedagogical reasons, let's put a button there. And now there's a button. So when I press the button, this connects, and this goes high. So this one is power, and this is like connected to the pin. That's to see which one goes high. So all the white ones can go to the same place, and all the blue ones need to go to different places. So the blue ones are going to be connected to these ones, and then all of the white ones, you just need to connect one of them, and then so everything goes into this one, and then I have 5 different buttons that I can connect. So I can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons there, and then 5 more, and then I don't know, 2 buttons, and either I use the joysticks ones, or I use, yeah, let's connect the joysticks plus 1, and then I just leave the last one. So that means I can use 3 of these ones. One. Oops. No, Byron, that's true. I haven't been posting much. I'm trying to I'm trying to get back to it now. It's been a bit slow. Mostly due to like academic stuff. Academic stuff that takes a lot of time. And the time I had left after that, I've been putting into actually building on the spaceship over there. And there's a couple of short updates on what happened on the spaceship builds, but there will be longer ones in a while. I'm trying to get back into this, and streaming a bit is one of those ways I'm trying to do that, trying to get back into actually making content in some way. And we'll see. This is mostly because that way I can sit down and talk to the camera at least. And hopefully I get ideas of what else to do from that. And hopefully you guys also can kind of help out and give me some ideas so that we can, to some extent, do this together, because it's definitely not just about me. It's nothing without the community. But yeah, expect there to be a bit more speed this year than it was the last year. Now let's start soldering. So I said, where did I put the wire? I'm gonna make power the common wire. And that would be number 1, which is there. Can you see me? Yes, there. So that should be plugged in like that. It should be that one. And there's actually a number on the backside as well. So. I have some red wire. Always make the power red and always make the ground black. If you're new to this, I better say it. It's also easier if you connect your soldering iron. Wonder if I have the cables to make them the same color. That would of course simplify things. Orange, red, yellow. Did have brown around here. Brown. I should find a green and a black. I'm afraid I'm out of green. Yeah. I'm out of green and I'm out of black, sadly. But since I'm not using black for ground, maybe I should use a gray instead. In any case. Let's see. We have about half an hour more. Do you think I can make something by then? Hopefully I can plug these in at least. Let's see. How am I to... Ah! Is there a trick to soldering this? Because I don't know. Okay, I'm not here to be an expert on soldering. Just don't. You can tease me, but don't blame me when something goes wrong. Because if you're looking for an expert on soldering, that's not me. I'm not completely lost, but like the hardware side is not. That's not why I do this. I'm interested in the interaction I can make, not in the actual building of the stuff. It's fun to build. But I'm not a genius at it. And I don't want you to think that I'm trying to convince you. I am. Aiming this at the camera doesn't make it any easier. That's what I get for recording stuff. Number cable, here it is. Black is number 2. And I said I wouldn't use black because it's not actually a ground wire in that sense. Yeah, I'm thinning the wires. That makes everything so much easier. There it is. And that's what I'm trying to do here as well. You get anything in there? Ah. Really don't know what you're writing, Rosalind. Sorry. Probably internet slang of some kind. From you young kids. Remember, I'm an old fart here. Let's see, number 3 should be yellow. Where is it? And what about you, Byron? What you been up to? You've been hanging around the channel for quite some time. And I think I met you in a couple of other forums as well. Anything new? Is this number 3? I think so. Should be that one. Can you see anything? Or is this too far from the camera? I'm doing what I can with the stuff that I got. I just hope it's good enough for you. And if it's not, well, I guess I just have to improve then. That was not a good solder. That one's gonna break in a second. Soldering under a microscope. Yeah. That's... I don't think I ever will get there. So no, this is enough for me. I'm trying to avoid the detailed soldering. This is not my strength. I can do a bit of it. Arcade console. Tell me more. Now I lost my wires again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Green. I didn't have any green. Let's go for purple. Oh. Four. Is that one? Four. Was it one of those arcade machines that plays a lot of games, or is it like a reenactment of an older one that only makes one thing? Mm. RetroPie. Nice. So it's a full cupboard. Hey Beko. So if someone's new here, I'm making a small joystick and talking to Byron, who made a full. Was it the full controller cupboard? So it's the full cupboard, so you get the whole experience of playing arcade games. I mean, I really like this idea. I mean, I talked about it before. I like the physicality. There's something interesting about bringing the games. So when you have a game, it's what the screen is not where it's happening. The screen is one part of where a game is happening, and I think it's so interesting. All the other stuff, the social situation around it. You can play Super Mario Bros. Competitively at a gaming convention, and that's a completely different game from playing Super Mario Bros. At home with your best friend, or like maybe you're like a teenager on a date, and this is the first time you're taking someone home and you're sitting next to each other in the sofa, and that feeling is completely different from the other one. So this idea, Byron, of making a full cupboard to get that experience of playing arcade games rather than trying to play it on a screen, I completely get that. I think there's something super interesting in this physicality and what's happening when you actually move it out into the room and you start designing. You're not just designing what's on the screen, you're designing the whole experience. And I think that's what the spaceship build that I'm doing is about as well. It's about it's the game in itself is not that important to me. It's about sitting down in a cockpit. And I'm making it a two-seater because I want to sit down in a cockpit with someone. And that's what it's about for me. But anyway, this is what that looks like when most of the time it's soldering small pieces onto each other until it starts to become something. And that takes. This is gonna take forever. But yeah, we're moving forward. Oh. But the one you're building now is one cockpit, one person, right? Beko. That was for you. So I think I've seen yours. I mean, I might mix people up, but I think I've seen yours. Annoyingly, most games are not made for playing two persons, especially not playing two persons at the same spot. Okay, next time I'm gonna solve this one first. It's a mess trying to get in there. Yeah, this happens off camera. I can't manage otherwise. Or can you see? Yeah, okay, maybe you can see all the way down here. Ah, okay. So you play together at the, yeah. I mean, I started out with a cardboard cockpit as well. I think, and yeah, one of the really fun things was sitting there with my daughter and playing, and then of course it was just a one-seater, but we could play together anyway. Okay, this messed up. I have to do that again. And the game I'm playing mostly is Elite Dangerous, which is a one-player game. Oh, I mean, it's online, but it's one person. One person per computer. So it's not perfect for playing together. But I'm actually thinking of adding a second screen and a second computer, because you can, like, online you can sit in someone else's cockpit. So that way I could have a second player doing one of those things next to me. We'll see if I ever get around to that. Then I need to find another screen that fits. And the two-person mode is not, I mean, there's basically no one using it anyway, so I guess there's a reason for that. But I am thinking of connecting the stuff I'm building into Artemis or something like that, which is made for multiplayer and like intended as a spaceship bridge for many people, inspired by Star Trek and things like that. Artemis Space, I don't know, Bridge, Artemis Bridge Simulator, I think the name is. But I haven't checked if that would be. I mean, that's made for more people, but it should probably be possible to play it on 2 as well. I'm failing here. I have the chat over there, meaning I'm looking away from the camera when I'm talking to you. Sorry about that. Do you do multi-crew? Oh, okay. So you put a video stream of her view. Oh, okay, on one of the small screens. Smart. So that you can actually help out and see what is happening. Yeah, that's smart. don't think this one wants to... Ah. Okay, I need to concentrate. Otherwise this is never gonna get in there. Yeah, finally. And then it's not just number 5. That should be... Oh, I'm losing that numbered one again. I think it's orange. It must be here somewhere. Should I just guess? There it is. It's orange. Oh. Alright, I'm staying here for about 15 minutes more. And then I actually need to leave you guys. My plan, or my hope, is to be able to plug this in. We're not going to be able to try it today, but hopefully I can plug it in at least before I leave. Let's see if I can do that. Set the goal. Can I manage to do that in 15 minutes? If nothing messes up, I can do it, I think. Something fails me, I'm gonna lose. But I mean, it will be smooth sailing from here, right? Nothing could ever go wrong when doing these kind of things, especially not when you're a bit stressed about it. I have no idea. Dump the link. I don't have a problem with you putting a link there, as long as it's something fun and interesting that people will like. I have no idea if YouTube has an opinion about it. I don't think they do. So do try. Where did... heat shrink. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. if we're doing this, let's do it correctly. Let's put some heat shrink tubing on this there as well. It seems like, I don't think it's needed, but it's always scary to leave open wires, or there's always a risk of something bending and connecting to something else. I'm gonna heat those after the stream. Let's focus on something more fun. My thinking here is I only need to connect this to one, and then I connect these to the... So this is the kind of the power wire, and then this connects it into a circuit. It's not ground. If you've been programming Arduinos, then you always connect everything to ground, so I was a bit confused at first. But I'm just going to cut this and then solder these together. And then I connect this one to one of them, and then the other ones I will just connect the blue ones. And of course, better way would be to have the connectors and just crimp them on there. But they are in the mail. I have ordered them, but they are not here, so they will just this we just have to do. That's the first alarm. The next time that alarm rings, that means this is ending. So hopefully I can connect at least a few of the buttons before that. Yeah, that pain you're talking about, I decided that this is the last time. Then, so I ordered a bunch of basically every crimp connector I could think I need to use. So from about from a week from now, then there will be no more no more soldering of things that could just be crimped instead. The eggs are fine. I haven't been there in a while though. They are, I mean, they are in another city than me. So I don't go there that often. But I will go there next week. So maybe I should try to record something from them and see what happened, like the eggs 1 year later. That could be fun. Would that be interesting to you guys? If you've seen me before, you know I built a playground with internet connected eggs. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that because I need to. I'm gonna go there anyway. So let's do something and talk about what happened 1 year later. Okay, I just lost power on my computer. Meaning I can't see the chat. Let's see if I can do something about that. It will be back soon. Up until then, I'm running blind here. Uh, 5 more minutes. And then I need to leave. I will have at least one button connected, I think. I'm heat shrinking these later as well, so that we can connect them now. I think it's more fun to see me connect them. I have the heat shrink here, but I'm not gonna heat it now. Ah! Come on! As I said, I lost the chat, but I will be... I don't know, it's not starting. Where is it? I'll solve this one later. But here it is. One connector plugged into this one. Of course, there's going to be more of them. But this is it for now. One connector. So this is the power wire, and this is where it senses if it has power or not. They connect here. This one plugs into this, meaning I can change this for anything. And in the other end of this wire, I will connect this. And we're gonna have the most clumsy controller you can ever think of, I think. But it's gonna be fun, and then it's gonna be like heavy duty. So I'm thinking of putting it on the wall of the spaceship to use it to when I want to jump out into the rover or out into the smaller fighter plane and things like that. So connect those kind of buttons to these ones. Of course, I can change the drawings here for something else. And that one is off. So yeah, that's my first live stream, and you actually showed up. Thanks for showing up. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a bit of fun as well. It was the first one. It's gonna get better. I promise you. I'm gonna try to learn and get better for everyone. So feel free to leave a comment, also telling things that you didn't like, so that I can never make those mistakes again. But yeah. Swing around the channel, look for the spaceship cockpit. That's what I'm talking about a lot here. I'm talking about the game controllers. Do look into the playfulness stuff and the what is a game stuff, because I think that's important to understand what I'm doing. This is not a channel about soldering stuff. It's not the channel about it is about making, but it's not about making physical things. It's about making experiences. And yeah, that's it for the Creative Geek for this time, or one of us. You are all the Creative Geeks, I think, and that's why you are here. So thank you for showing up. Yeah, someone mentioned the Discord. I'm very bad at showing up on the Discord myself, but I promise to get better. Everything is kind of starting up, and this is part of making things a bit more interactive and feeling that there is a community there, because I know I have returning viewers, and it's so nice to see you. So thanks for this time. See you around.